The men have returned from day one of WrestleMania. Hey. Yes, indeed. We don't have our button today, so.
Why'd you sound like wind?
It's like a big crowd.
It's not how crowd sounds.
Yeah,
that sounds like the tornado.
No,
that just
they go like this.
shit.
From far away.
The second sound sounded like it. Anyways, go on.
Okay. Finally.
And can we do it like Rock though? Do it like The Rock.
Okay. Finally. There we go. No, it's too loud. I'm gonna bust Chris. I'm gonna bust Chris head right over.
Really I put the compressor on your voice.
Oh, there's a compressor? Okay, I've been trying to compress. Okay, we're back.
And boy, was it a day one, no pun intended. Amazing day one of WrestleMania.
Go ahead and tell them who you are.
So my name is Suneil.
No. Really tell them who you are.
Oh. I'm gonna tell you who you are first.
Okay.
Cause you the twos. Cause we the ones.
My man is feeling extra oozy today.
Extra oozy. Shout out to the boys, the Usos.
So yesterday we go to WrestleMania.
We sure did.
Day one, we're going today. So unfortunately, when this comes out, we'll only have half the story for you. Mm-hmm. But we went. I went and saw the first black-white wrestler, John Cena.
There you go.
You know what I mean? And it was just...
And his ball spot.
He had a ball spot?
Yo, his ball spot was spotting. Let's just say they need to stop doing overhead cameras.
Didn't he have his head shaved when he started?
He had marine cut. But now his hair is like thinning. So he can't do his hair the same way. He should have fought just with the hat on the whole time.
Let's be honest. I heard this on the Santino podcast. He said he's always had that ball spot. He just had the marine cut for a long time.
There you go.
And he just, now people are recognizing.
Got you.
But I saw my man John Cena go in there and not give two craps about losing that match.
Nice.
First off, it was cool because he helped the children out. He's always making sure, John Cena for the kids.
That's right.
Go.
So
like
his intro. Oh, we could talk about anyways, but overall, and I was telling Chris, I wish you were there with us, man, because even if you're not a wrestling fan, it's atmosphere. And this is your first time to SoFi, right, Kelby? What'd you think about the stadium?
So this could just be me.
Oh God.
It's always Kelby got picky. You gotta be picky about something. Go ahead.
I'm not being picky. I'm just saying, if I had to perform there, I wouldn't be nervous.
Why? Because it's too big or too small?
No, because it seems big, but at the same time, it doesn't feel overwhelming.
It's like spaced out.
Okay.
Isn't
it a soccer?
No, football stadium. Football. Football stadium. That's where the Rams and the Chargers play. But let me tell you, just what we experienced just walking in. So we got there fairly early, probably 3 hours before the show.
Oh, yeah.
And you just see nobody's dressed normal other than Kelby. He's the only person that doesn't have any type of WWE paraphernalia.
I was supposed to go in a button-up shirt.
Yeah,
really?
First of all, I go to his place. He's wearing a collared shirt,
Wow.
all this kind of stuff.
He should go review the show.
We gon'
He's the journalist.
Okay, we Haitians don't have a sense of style. Okay, I was gonna go with my shirt tucked in, my belt, a Bible.
He asked me, he's like, should I wear this collared shirt? I'm like, no, put on a t-shirt, bro. But anyways, Kelby looked good. I ain't trying to act like Kelby didn't look good. But so we're walking. So first of all, the conversation between me and Kelby and that Uber driver, he was like, he was telling the Uber driver, you probably think we're nerds because we just talking about wrestling, talking about school, all this kind of stuff. Anyways, so we go and we're walking across the street to get to SoFi, and on the corner, we see a couple. So a guy and a girl with 3 belts each on. So that's $1,200-$1,500 worth of gold that's all around their shoulders and around their waist. So we're like, all right, we here now.
It's time.
It's time, right? So we walk across the street, bloodline paraphernalia everywhere. Everybody's putting up their ones, and it's just so cool because like the vibes are just great. Everybody, like you think it's like this aggressive sport, men probably like all of this like toxic masculinity. Everybody's roided out.
There was barely any masculinity there.
I don't know about all that, but it's just so friendly. Everybody's like, yeah, like, you know, we were trying to take pictures. Like, yeah, I'll take the pictures. Can you take pictures of us? All this kind of stuff is like a lot of camaraderie. Everybody's having fun. I'm dapping everybody
It's like a
up.
convention.
Yeah, probably.
You're just with your people.
Right, exactly. But we didn't realize. So Kelby and I last minute ended up getting floor seats. And
cool.
it was like, we got a real big deal because once we started talking about what we paid for the floor seats and the people around us, they're like, y'all paid way less for these tickets than we did. So
now, was it like an upgrade or was it you just?
Oh,
like,
no, we ain't upgrade.
Kelby just saw he looks day after day like what the tickets are. Like he looked today to see if there were better tickets.
If there were better ones.
Listen, man.
You probably have your websites too. Huh?
Kelby's
like
also Haitian. He looking for a deal.
You just put it in Google. Cheap WrestleMania tickets.
I was on Ticketmaster.
Uh-huh.
Okay. I was on the regular website.
Yes.
But I mean, I think we paid under $150.
Good for floor seats.
Yeah.
Not bad.
And they were
But the floor seats are only good to see them come in and go out.
yeah,
like,
it's not the best
you're
view
gonna
to
get
actually see the ring.
See the whole show.
I think
from the stands.
anything that isn't right up front or stadium seating is going to be hard because everybody's standing up. So then it just goes to who's the tallest, right? So
Yeah. You got to watch on other people's phones. And
right,
stuff.
screens. But anyways, floor seats was a different experience. So one, you get floor seats, you get to go through a VIP entrance.
That's right.
So this is the first thing. So I looked at our ticket. It's like VIP 6. I'm like, Kelby, we gotta go through this VIP line. So everybody's waiting, like getting patted down, all this kind of stuff. They're like, oh, here's a wristband, which I still have on to this day. Right? So we get a wristband. Now all of a sudden, we don't have to pull out our tickets anymore because you just gotta flash the wristband and you get access to the floor.
Easy.
And so like security is like looking, hey, let me see your ticket. And then they're like, oh, he got a wristband. Go on down. So we like walking down. And then you know that's usually when I stop. But no, we kept walking down. No, let's check. Keep walking down. I'm like, yo, I'm looking back at Kelby like, yo, we looking dope right now. Other people coming down the stairs with us are going onto their seats. Then we just keep going. It was fire.
Nice.
Suneil was so confused. He was like, we got to keep going down. There's another escalator to take us down here.
Are we going to be under the stage?
I'm over here like, Suneil, let me show you the finer parts of life, my man.
Treating them right.
Let me show you how I like to do things.
Mad appreciate
for $100.
There
I'll show you life, my boy.
Oh,
I'm going to tell you one thing. There's a collective group of people there. They're very esoteric.
All kinds
You know what I mean?
All kinds of people.
There's all kinds of people, but one thing I will tell you, ain't no lack of beautiful looking people there.
Hey.
There's a bunch of funky looking dudes, but there's a lot of beautiful women that love them funky looking dudes.
Yeah.
So me just walking in there with Suneil alone,
It was like, oh, for real?
it was like, yo, where's your girl, loser?
Yeah, I don't know. I probably wasn't paying attention as much as Kelby was. I was just having a ball.
Yo, Suneil is one of the hardest people to keep up with.
Really?
And I'm gonna tell you why. Suneil came to the house. He was like, I got about 6, 7.
I'm lit.
I got 6, 7 shots
In me.
I was like, for real? He was like, dog, like right now, son. Like my leg is made of alcohol.
Really?
I was like, for real?
So here's the thing. Kelby rizzed us all up. You could play back the podcast where we were talking about it. He was like, we gonna get saucy? And I'm like, yeah, we gonna get saucy. Then the night before, I'm asking him, hey, what should I bring? All this kind of stuff. He's like, I ain't trying to drink like that. I'll get something light. He said, I'll get something light at the venue. So I'm like, all right, I know what venue alcohol is like. I ain't trying to pay all that venue alcohol prices.
$25 on a 16-ounce.
Yeah.
Listen, man, we got little doubles. I mean, we good.
Okay.
So I was like,
pregame.
yeah, I'm a pregame. He didn't want
There you
pregame
go.
with me. So who else am I pregame with? Myself.
So here's the thing. So you don't even see it right then and there. You don't see the energy. He just let me know. He's like cool with it. He's like, yeah, you know how it is, man. I got 6 in there. Nothing else to it. We get in the car. He's sitting there interviewing me. I was like, yeah, for sure. Let me tell you my life story real quick. Boom, right? We get to the venue. He finds somebody else just like him. He can't. Suneil come in with the energy. Oh, yeah, that's why your wife left you.
Whoa, that's not at all.
Yeah,
was this to a wrestler or to an audience?
Come on, because when did you ever hear me say that's why your wife left you?
Suneil was like, he was to John Cena. He was like, that's why you ain't married Nikki Bella.
Oh, I did say that. But that was in the audience. He was that was what he was fighting.
I was like, leave John alone, son.
So everybody was going for John Cena. I was over here going for Austin Theory. So I got to rep my dude. I'd say Austin Theory would have married Nikki.
There you go.
See, that's intense. If I was John Cena, I would have came out the ring. I mean, would you say my boy?
It would have been great content though.
Yeah,
because Kelby would have been recorded.
I would have been recording,
and like me too. Like, come on, John, we get them together.
And then we sit in front. We sit right behind another dude who's like, he's the same kind of lit. So Suneil found his people, you know, because you know with me, I'm only gonna stay at a 5 or 6. Like I ain't gonna go too crazy. I'm having a decent time. I ain't trying to yell and scream or none of that. Suneil found his people. He was over there, arm around him. They was yelling and screaming. They was all there having a good old time. It was just a ride for Suneil. I couldn't keep up at all.
Nope. Hey man, he's getting his money's worth.
He is getting his money's worth. And then I even tried. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna get lit too. I went out. I got a second drink.
I got me a cranberry juice
with ice. It's worse. It's worse. See how anti-drinking he was.
What Martinelli's apple juice did you purchase?
No. I went out. I went to the front. I was like, yo, let me get a double. 2 of them, matter of fact. He said, no, we can't do doubles because if you get 1 double, it counts as 2 drinks. Everybody can only get 1 drink. I was like, boy, that's whack as hell before I smack you up. He was like, do you want to leave her? I was like, okay, I was just kidding. I just like got really into the mood. Yeah.
He's like, Suneil round up. I'm gonna be round up too. You gotta pay attention who you talking to.
Yeah. Really I was like, my boy, let me just go ahead and say it like that. It's like I got 2 drinks. I went back, half my drink spilled all over my white pants. I look like Justin Bieber yesterday.
Yo, I just look. So I'm over here having a good time. I just look down. Kelby's like wiping his crying.
Oh man,
Kelby has this big old white spot.
What did you get though? What did you get?
I got a margarita.
So tequila all over his white pants.
I don't know what else to drink. I don't really be knowing drinks. You know,
okay.
So I went in, I got that, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna get lit. So I instead of getting lit, I got hungry.
You do that.
Yeah. Kelby comes out with a fried chicken sandwich.
He was lit. This show, wow.
It really was. I was like, I missed what was it? The tag team match.
Yeah,
I missed the tag team match.
Which was a great match.
Because you was in like in a chicken sandwich.
It was a buffet. We was in the VIP. So, you know, I was like, no, let me see what I'm not gonna get. You know? I went around the whole thing. Fruit Loops, nope. You know, and then I saw the guy, he was like, you just missed John Cena. He was just walking around here. I was like, for real? He was like, he got his food and he jumped out of here. I was like, damn, son.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's what the dude behind the counter told me.
Wow.
So I got the drink, spilt all over me. I was like, cool. Maybe I wasn't supposed to drink anyway.
How did it get spilled though? Somebody knocked it over or you just like fumbled it?
It was a mixture of all things. Because like, I don't know who won, but everybody got up.
Yeah.
Everybody got up and then like my one hand like hit it, and then because the guy hit my arm, my finger hit the cup went all over the ground. I cried and screamed.
I just saw
domino effect.
It's so sad. He was just like,
oh.
I was like, what's wrong?
And I was wearing all white, you know, so it was just like rough for me. It was rough for me.
You should have wore some camo shorts.
I went and bought him a replacement.
There you go.
So I drank that.
I
drank that. I was like, okay, cool. Now I'm about to get saucy. Nothing happened.
Yeah,
I started getting a little bit less, like
probably
more reserved.
It down.
Yeah.
Like all the sugar, the margarita took it.
Yeah, so I even calmed down even more.
That was just disappointment.
Yeah,
disappointment.
You should just take some weed.
I'm not gonna.
You'll be fine.
No, I'm not gonna. Do that.
But
you don't spill
overall,
nothing on you.
like the thing that I really took away from it was just like, because I don't necessarily think being at the event is like the best way to maybe consume if you're into like the storylines and really want to pay attention to the details and stuff. You know, there was a lot of technical difficulties in the stadium. The screens would go out and all this kind of stuff. But if you want just the energy and just like just having so much fun, man. Like and Kelby said it right. It's eclectic, right? I'm sitting next to like you would never see these type of people
hanging out
in
together.
in an area, but everybody's
cool.
dapping each other up. Even if even if you're cheering for different people, it's all love
That's
type of thing.
cool.
Like it was a really, really great
All right.
atmosphere, and we got to witness history because it was the first time ever that a tag team headlined WrestleMania ever in the history of the WWE/WWF. So that was huge to see the Usos and what they've been able to, create the tag team division to be. That's why they'll always be the ones.
That's because they're black.
These are what are they called? Sorry.
The blacks.
The Usos.
The Usos. You said they're Samoan though, right?
Yeah, Samoan.
For sure. I just want to make sure. He confused me, no problem. But.
For sure. For sure.
All right, so let's go down the matches real quick because we got a lot of stuff to talk about.
Go ahead.
So we started off with John Cena. John Cena. Yeah, and Austin Theory. And
Right on.
So that was the first match that the screen broke. And even though we're sitting very close, it was kind of hard to see. So with the screen being broke, we couldn't see the whole thing.
We didn't see the ending.
Yeah, pretty much. Like we didn't see the ending. People were watching it on Peacock.
Right, because it's live stream. Huh?
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
It's a pay-per-view. So people,
okay.
all through Peacock.
Yeah, so
I gotta say though, seeing them up close, these men are gigantic.
Really?
Yeah, like their muscles are like
large, not tall, or both.
some of them are short.
some of them are they're not necessarily height as much as just the way they're built. Like it's different. Like I don't think I even see guys in the gym that big. Like you can they look like those action figures, like for real. The way stuff is
like Braun Strowman.
Even Austin Theory, like just the way, like when he was walking down, I was like, you could see shadows in how cut like he actually is.
That's probably makeup.
It could be. I mean, in John Cena, even though he's lost quite a bit of weight, you could tell
he's huge.
He's still like enormous.
He's a huge dude.
Yeah,
that's like your job though, day to day. Like that's what you're working on 40 hours a week.
It should. You would think so, but it's not everybody. Like I'm just saying, the ones that are like that are like that. You know what I mean? So it was impressive. Let's just put it that way.
Even Charlotte Flair big.
So who did the Uso brothers fight?
No, that's the last one. That's the last fight.
We get there. So anyways, go back. So we didn't get to the ending, which was a little controversial.
Yeah. So John Cena had Austin Theory tap out, and then like the ref didn't see it. You know, it's dramatics. You know, it's cheese me.
Ref was knocked out.
You know, so and then Austin Theory hit him with like a quick little move, and then he won. So the match essentially said, "Look, John Cena said I'll do this because I live 15 minutes away, and I'm not filming that day.
1,000% that's what happened. Don't get schedule quick,
right? Like, don't hurt me."
And then he just went straight to the VIP food, got a chicken sandwich, and
he left. My man was out of there, you know. And even when he was walking back, he was just like, well, no.
He like, I still got paid the most out of everybody on this show.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, you know, and you should hear when it was like Austin Theory, and everyone's like, yay.
Except Suneil.
Yeah, boy, Suneil be loud. Boy, Suneil be out there. I don't know how you have a voice today.
I don't.
But
it hurts.
I'm struggling right now. I called my mom on the way here. She like, what's wrong with you? I was like, Mom, I was a kid again.
That's the move, right? When they hit that John Cena,
whole crowd.
Dun, 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 dun.
And I was the main person.
Yeah, it wasn't everybody. It was Kelby jumped out of his seat.
It was mainly just me. My man John Cena. I can't believe I got to see him in real life. So
and they like right behind us, Chris. Like we turn around and that's where they're coming in from.
Snap.
So we
that's
like
cool.
really get to. We're pretty much the first people. We're the first people to see them walk out of everybody in the stadium.
That's
type of thing.
Yeah, if they decide to come out from there,
They high five you.
They're higher up than we are, so we can't like high five them.
So they like usually because there's no way to touch them because they're like elevated
on a stage.
Yeah,
okay.
But you up in there. Like
cool.
If you have a good iPhone,
which Kelby clearly does,
you can zoom in close enough and see their pores.
13 and up.
Yeah. Well, I think if you got the 12, like 11, 12, you seeing them clear as day. You might as well look on your phone instead of looking in real life.
You wanna know what Kelby first, like when we sat in our seats, the first thing he talked about, Chris,
Oh God.
you're gonna love this. He saw the cameras,
Hey.
and that's the first thing he mentioned.
What they use?
So
You know I'm gonna talk camera with you.
so they shot on the area Amira,
Okay.
and they used this big old crane jib,
Right.
and it was cool.
Nice.
You know, of course, we used that, not that exact one, but we use a similar one all the time. So I was just like, look at them trying to get like us. Like, come on, Mike.
They're trying to get on
You
our
know.
level.
You know, Kelby and the WWE, same budget.
Yeah.
Of course. Same one.
Let's be honest. All right. So the match ends. My man John Cena loses. What a shame. But we all knew that he was just there just to like tell us that he does make a wish. And then
Right.
he was out. My man left, you know, had to go spend some time with his wife and whatever.
Yeah, the one
So-
he actually married.
Yeah. What?
Fair enough.
Don't be talking about John Cena like that.
You gotta tell you, but that joke was over. Everybody was laughing, and they're like, "Yeah."
All right. So the second match was the
Tag
tag team match. I want
Yeah.
to say the triple tag team match. I
Quadruple.
went and quadruple tag team match. I saw the entrances and then I went to go get drinks.
Yeah, which was terrible for him because it was one of the most epic matches on the card. A lot of athletes, great. Like they did this pile up where it was like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 man. Like so, one person was on somebody's shoulders, another person on somebody's shoulders, and then 2 people came off the ropes, one person underneath. It was like fire. Like and then ended up with the Street Profits winning, which was awesome because you know they're cool.
They're black.
a lot of black
pattern.
appreciation from the WWE on day one. Let's just put it that way.
All right. I'm with it.
But yeah, it was a great match. Probably outside of the main event, I would say the most exciting fight.
Really?
Yeah,
Okay.
it was good. It was great, man. If you talk to everybody, which is another thing, is like when you're in lines waiting for the alcohol or even for the bathroom, whatever. It's just the conversations, like it's really geek. Like I could, like it's the nerdiest I've been in quite some time because we're talking about who you think is gonna win, what do you think is gonna happen, what's the storyline, like all that kind of stuff, and it's just like so cool. Like I just know it was a really great vibe. But anyways, so Street Profits win the quadruple tag team match, and now they're the #1 contenders for the tag team titles.
That's right. The Street
For sure.
Profits. All right. After that, who's who? Logan Paul?
Logan Paul and
We was singing that song for a good 25 minutes. We was just every song I realized WWE they be have us chanting.
Yeah.
burn it down.
You know, I don't know.
Seth freaking Rollins, who
Okay.
Kelby despises.
I don't like the character. It's just really silly.
Yeah.
But so Logan Paul comes out Shawn Michaels style. He like hangs from the thing.
Which is interesting because I thought they got rid of that after Owen Hart. I thought they made a rule that nobody ever will come in on that. Because remember, Owen Hart died from that.
I don't know if he
He-
died
it was
from
like a
that.
zip line,
I thought
or
he
what?
felt like
They
he
fe-
fell
yeah.
from the top of the ring or something.
No,
or
he was
top of the-
coming down like Logan Paul was, but from much higher, and then it broke. So he fell from the top and hit his head on a turnbuckle, and then he died from that. Yeah. So I thought
All right, way to
WD
bring the mood down.
Well, that was what everybody was saying around. It was like, wait, because we thought like it was a rule that nobody
It
would
probably
ever
still
come.
was a rule, but Logan Paul was like, "Fuck yeah."
Well, it was kind of a different contract. He's holding. I think they had it like really hard, and he didn't come from that high. It was more like parallel versus
okay.
height. So,
Mhm.
but yeah, I mean, it was definitely epic. And then a prime character starts
Of course,
coming down,
yeah.
which we later find out is
It's his drink thing.
the black guy.
KSI.
It's
wasn't it?
KSI.
Yeah, KSI. So
I don't know
his
much about
partner
the
on
YouTube
Prime.
stuff.
Right.
Huh?
I don't know much about the YouTube personalities,
Well,
unfortunately.
I don't know what it is.
KSI is like the biggest, probably one of the biggest, if not the biggest YouTube person from the UK.
They,
Oh, he's
He-
British?
Yeah.
they
I
threw
did
the
not know that.
first
Have you ever
pitch,
heard
huh?
of the Sidemen?
No.
That's the group that they created, the YouTube group out of the UK, and
Oh.
it's like KSI is the version of like Logan Paul from the from the UK.
I didn't know
He's
that.
that big, yeah. He's been
Oh.
doing it since he was young. Like he's probably the wealthiest YouTuber in the UK.
Wow.
Yeah, he's huge.
I had no clue he
Yeah,
was
so
British.
they just did recently, a few months. That's what I Show Speed was on, the soccer game. Have you seen those clips?
Yeah.
That was KSI. They put on that charity event and they had over 1 million people watching it live. They raised like millions of dollars for charity through that.
Dope.
He's huge.
Wow.
Yeah, he's really big. And he started doing the boxing thing too.
Oh, yeah,
So
I know
was
that.
Logan and him first fight were against each other.
And they own Prime together.
They own Prime together.
Oh, wow. That's
Yeah.
cool.
So we didn't know it was him initially. We just saw this Prime character, and it's like obviously Logan's gonna use he's a marketing genius, so he's marketing Prime the whole time. So anyways, then he fights Seth Rollins, and we find out later through the fight that it is KSI.
Did you think it was KSI?
I didn't even think anything. I thought it was. I knew it was gonna be somebody. My guess was gonna be his brother.
It was
Jake
like
Paul.
a mascot.
Yeah, it was like a Prime mascot.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then he takes the thing off, and it's
KSI. Like there's like a little. Like
window.
Yeah.
But Logan like jumps off the top rope onto the table and like hits him by accident, and it's like a big viral thing.
But it's
accidentally.
One thing you got to say about Logan is he's athletic, man. Like he's built. Like if he was, and this is one thing everybody was saying, like that we were talking with fans and stuff like that. Is like if Logan Paul decided to do WWE full time, he would be one of the biggest stars that they have. He's just really great on the mic. He puts on really great fights. They probably can't pay him enough to be full time with it because he makes way more money doing his own things. But it was a great fight. I think they did great, and Seth ended up winning because I don't think Logan is ever gonna win 1-on-1 as a part timer.
He didn't win against The Miz?
He won against The Miz, but The Miz is like him too. Miz be losing to everybody too.
All right, so then the next match was
the girls.
The girls.
I left for this one. This was my bathroom break.
I wish I left for that one.
But your girl is there.
Which one's my girl? Lita?
Yeah.
Okay.
I thought you liked her.
Was it
She's fine.
bad or what?
It's terrible.
Well, Trish Stratus is beautiful to look at, but I just knew the fight wasn't gonna. So you have to pick and choose when you want to do like your bathroom breaks, your food runs, all that kind of stuff. So this was the fight that everybody was like, "This is the one you could like leave."
Yeah.
Yes.
That match was absolutely awful. They were botching the moves. I think somebody got hurt. It just they could have thrown that one away. Love you, Trish. Anyways, the next match I want to say was Rey Mysterio.
Was it Rey Mysterio? Yeah.
Okay, so it was Rey Mysterio who came out with Snoop Dogg, and they played Eddie Guerrero's music, which was like, it's crazy that they keep.
We cheat.
They're keeping the name of Eddie Guerrero alive and well. Eddie Guerrero beats his son with a belt.
No, Rey Mysterio did.
I'm sorry, Rey Mysterio beat his son with a belt. That was fun to watch. It was a decent match. It was a good little moment.
Storyline.
Me not knowing what you're saying, I'm
so
lost.
So the whole storyline was his son Dominic Reyes flipped on him. Dominic
Mysterio.
Sorry. I don't know why I keep saying Dom Reyes. He's a UFC fighter. But anyways, Dominic Mysterio. So they had this whole thing where it built up to them fighting at WrestleMania because he just
so Ray
his mom,
beat him with a belt.
Yeah, that's his son. So like, there's a part of it where he's beating him with a belt, punishing him, and all that kind of stuff. And yeah, so that fight was cool. He ended up beating his son, which was and the
Latino. We're just saying it anyway. He abused this kid.
Well, I'm trying to because there was stuff
he deserved it. Darn it!
It's a show.
It was like the faction. The factions came out because the Judgment Day was out there. Finn and Damian Priest, and then the Latino World Order came out, right?
You see, the Latino people came out, and I really didn't know who they were.
Yeah, so that they're part of. Now they created a new faction. The Latino World Order was old, but they brought it back. So now that's going to be probably the next.
Who are the people who are in that?
So it's like Santos, and then I don't know the other. I know, so they're from like.
Are you
the
just
Legion.
Saying random Spanish names?
No, that's what his
name
is.
It's the porcupine.
I don't know. I honestly don't know all of them either.
Look, enchiladas.
It's the taco man, bro.
Heard it was the chimichanga.
Man. Los tacos and
It's the number 4 special.
It's It's the
With the
horchatas. The horchatas.
Look at you. You guys knew every other name. The Latino people came out. I don't know.
I think they were the chanclas or something like that.
Yeah, sure. Thanks, guys.
It was the Taco Bell dog.
It was the Taco Bell dog. Get out of here.
I really don't know that.
I
know they're from like the Legion Legenderos or something. It's like, yo, when you just got to start rolling your R's and like all that kind of stuff, I ain't gonna remember.
I don't know who they were. Are you looking them up right now?
I was just looking up the names.
Yeah, I couldn't tell you who they were. I looked at the screen. I was like,
the Legendaros, something like that.
boy. And I'm pretty sure I heard somebody say, build a wall or something. No, I'm just kidding.
Not in the WrestleMania group. Come on.
Wow.
I love how everybody's all together. Build a wall.
Wow.
Just kidding. Not too many people said
excuse me, just for full, so everybody knows, the Latino World Order is Santos Escobar.
See? Santos.
Zelina Vega.
She fine.
Joaquin Wild.
Had no idea who that was.
And Cruz del Toro.
Okay.
Cruz del Toro.
So I wasn't too far off.
Yeah, you were.
Nah. I
You
said
was-
Santos. I said Santos.
I think you said
I said Santos.
Chimichangas.
Then I said horchatas and the chanclas.
Yeah, all of that was wrong.
I wasn't gonna make it. I don't know. You know, I don't know who they were. When they got on the screen, I was like, I should have went to the restroom on this one. But it was a decent fight. He brought his wife into the stage. And you don't beat up my wife. You don't talk to your mother like that.
What accent?
You know, that's what Ray did.
You don't sound like that.
That's what Ray did on Friday Night SmackDown. So the son, they brought the family in to do the storyline. So he was like, "Mom, shut up!" And that's when Ray lost it. Right? He came in and we pushed his son down to the ground, and then he came in, and he was like, "You don't talk to my."
Go ahead,
let me get it right.
Don't get too close, you're gonna blow the mic.
Let me get it right. Let me get it right. He goes, "You don't talk to your mother that way. She's my wife."
And then you esposa.
No, but you know what's funny is like, so the WWE is obviously always trying to get like more fans in and stuff like that. So they'll be doing the whole like, say it in English, then say it in Spanish, or then first say it in Spanish, then say it in English.
There you go.
So it's like my wife, mi esposa.
There you go. Like a true novela. That's exactly true novela. That's good.
But it's like so like stages like first they'll all be speaking in Spanish and then they'll just say the same thing in English.
There you go.
That's right. He said, "You don't talk to your mother that way." So he came in, beat him up. Snoop was like, "Yeah, that's what's up."
He was just standing there on the side.
Nah, so they came in on a low rider. It was cool. They came in a low rider because that's what Eddie Guerrero used to do. RP. So Eddie Guerrero was a really popular fighter, but he passed away.
Right.
But he was
2005.
Yeah, but he's still a very popular figure because he was like the first kind of, maybe not the first, but one of the biggest Mexican fighters ever in the WWE. So they
little man too. Like he was small, but he like got the business.
There you go.
Yeah.
Wasn't that small.
If you see him fight anybody, he was like way smaller than him.
Possibly.
He was buff.
Yeah.
Like eventually when he got on,
He's not Rey Mysterio
on
small.
the
Yeah.
but he was still kind of like, yeah. All right, so that was a good match. I think after that was a Charlotte Flair,
Rhea
Ripley. Now this is where Suneil really went off. Because he was like, "End this match now."
Oh my God, this match was terrible, bro. So let me tell you,
it was not terrible.
It was the way so I don't like the way Rhea Ripley doesn't know how to sell her thing. So this is where you get geeky into like fighting and stuff like that. So we all know it's, staged, and we all know like, it's choreographed and stuff like that. But the art of the sell is extremely, extremely important. And so Rhea Ripley is known as a very powerful fighter. She's very strong. And I'm just saying, like, in women's wrestling, she's known as a fighter, but she does so many things great, but she can't take a punch. Like she's getting punched and she's like going the opposite direction of what you would be.
That's because she's strong as hell, cuz.
And then she'll get kicked in it that she won't go down the right way. It's like she just doesn't know how to sell it. So that's like, and I wasn't the only one that thought that fight was not good.
All right, I'm gonna tell you this. My favorite entrance of the night was Charlotte Flair.
All right.
Yeah. Like I'm gonna tell you something, Chris.
Tell me.
When them pyrotechnics start coming out, the whole temperature change.
It does.
It's
The
warm.
whole
It gets
temperature
warm.
change.
Yes.
The back of my neck was feeling warm.
Yeah.
I felt summer instantly.
It's fire. So
I know
That's what it is. Like, let me
I
teach you
know
something. Let me teach you something.
But it's fire's hot.
No, I thought it was like cold fire. Like,
Go ahead.
you know,
Go
Yeah,
ahead.
explain this to me. What do you mean?
I thought it was like dry ice. You know what I mean?
thought it was like water.
I didn't think it was like that. I thought it was like firework hot, like over there.
Well,
Like,
fireworks
it's
are
Wait,
hot.
what's fireworks hot?
Fireworks are
Because
hot.
it's hot.
like it's over there. Like you
Right,
don't feel
right,
it right
right.
on
You
the back of
don't-
your
right.
neck. That's what I'm trying to say.
but
like
it was right.
right there.
You guys were
but like-
It was right
you
on
guys
the
were
back
next
of
to
your
like the
neck.
actual thing.
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
And it also is very scary.
Well,
like
my
the
God.
moment it comes out, it's like, oh shoot,
Well,
who's
they
shooting?
don't warn you. It's supposed to be like a big surprise. Like it's
no,
like,
he's just not a wrestling fan. He don't know how people's
Okay,
entrances
that's
are.
enough.
You don't know people's entrances.
Okay, thanks. But I knew entrances. I just didn't expect it to be so hot.
but it was hot.
It was hot. And it was scary the first
And it was scary.
He's like, I didn't know that fire would be hot.
I really didn't expect it to be
Wow.
that hot. Like I don't know what I was thinking. Maybe I thought it was supposed to be whatever. Anyway, she came out dressed like her dad, and she just had this like they were like the queen, and she comes out. She's just like oof,
Who's your dad?
Ric Flair.
Okay.
Yeah, so she just had that. Like she's got that. And I felt that when she came out, she took her time. I wish I could kind of see it on the screen, but I don't know if the screen was working at that time. But that was my favorite entrance of the whole night. And you know, when they fighting, I'm going to the restroom. You know, but I like the match a lot.
You went to the restroom, you said.
No. When the girls is fighting, that's normally when I go to the restroom.
Oh, yeah.
But
You
like I
stay.
watched that match, and I know Suneil didn't like it, but I liked it a lot. I thought it was beast. Like
Wow.
there was some move that the girl did. She landed on her head.
Oh, yeah. She botched the move.
Oh.
Yeah.
Don't say that. It was supposed to be like that.
Nah. She could have got injured, like,
Yeah, she
severely.
could have like
Well,
definitely
landing
broken
on your
her
head
neck.
doesn't sound good.
Yeah, so she like tossed her and she like tossed it. Remember, she's really strong. So she like over tossed her. So it ended up flipping to where she landed on her head. Luckily, you know, Charlotte's a vet. She's been in it, so she was able to tuck her head in time, but it could have been bad.
It was nasty. I enjoyed it. I thought it was good. I thought it was one of the highlight matches of the night for me.
Wow.
Yeah, I just totally enjoyed it. And I think mainly is because my expectations were so low. They came out and I was just like, this is gonna suck. And the first like 5 minutes sucked. Then after that, once it started building, I was like, you know what? And to be honest with you, some of the matches that are supposed to be or that were said to be really good, I didn't enjoy.
Mm.
Like the Logan Paul match, I thought was crappy. But like when I read back online, a lot of people said that was their favorite match.
Yeah.
You know, so it was just like I
It's
felt like it was
Kelby in
too.
movies.
Yeah.
Kelby always
Makes sense.
going the opposite way when people are like,
Makes
this movie's great.
sense.
Kelby's like, that didn't make no sense.
Yeah.
So who was after that?
All right. So
So then they
I
did
just
an
want to
impromptu
be
match.
clear. At the beginning of this episode, I was like, "Oh, we'll run through this real quick." This has been 40 minutes of WrestleMania.
it was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
So then the next match was an impromptu match. The Miz versus Pat McAfee.
For
So
sure.
Pat McAfee, he's a former NFL punter. He's been part of the WWE as far as like announcing and stuff like that.
Oh,
But
okay.
he's gotten really, really popular as of late for his sports show on the Pat McAfee show. It's on YouTube,
He also be announcing on SmackDown.
which is what I had just said. But nice way to reiterate. But
It's really driving home. That's what he wanted to do there.
so yeah, it was an impromptu match. George Kittle, superstar tight end from the San Francisco 49ers, came in, got involved. They ended up getting the dub on the Miz. So that was that fight. And then the main event.
Yeah. So real quick, the Pat McAfee match sucked. So
Okay.
Yeah, it wasn't a full match. It took like 7 minutes.
yeah,
Oh, okay.
if that. Anyways, so then the end comes and everybody puts their fingers in the air.
Well, first Uzi comes out, remember?
Oh, that's right. Lil Uzi Vert from Philadelphia. Funny enough, because Philadelphia is the next year's
Where it's
place.
gonna be.
Yeah. So he comes out. He's short. He's got the devil thing going on.
Okay.
He's
short.
The way he just threw shade at Lil Uzi for like no.
Thanks.
It's like the takeaway is he's short. He looks devilish. Like
right on.
He comes out. He sings this. I just want to rock. Bops his
which
little hips.
hits, right? Everybody's into this. Like,
You know who's actually who was the person that everybody was into? Bob Bunny.
He was there.
He was there.
oh, we didn't say that in the
Yeah.
Rey Mysterio fight. So Bad Bunny came in and saved Rey Mysterio, which is why Rey Mysterio ended up winning.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, Bob Bunny. All right, so Uzi comes out. The Black Samoans come out. Everybody's like,
we the ones.
Suneil's going crazy
This
with
is
the
who I
Asian
came to
guy in
see.
front
Yeah.
of us.
Oh, I heard because the episodes before you were talking about he was hyped
this
about
is
that.
who I wanted to see.
There you go.
These guys come out in grills.
Looking flossy.
Yeah.
The first time they introduced the white outfits, they were looking fire.
Nice.
Okay, so they come out, and then the white boys come out, and then after that they start the match. The match was like 90 finishing moves.
Yeah.
Like the whole match is like finishing move, 3 finishing moves, 11 finishing moves, break through the table, 75 more finishing moves, and then everybody's like, I'm not failing today off of this finishing move.
Right.
And then it ends.
And who won?
It's a very story-driven
Yeah.
match. So in the very end, the white boys didn't take it.
Yeah, so this was like a culmination of probably like over a year of storytelling by the WWE.
Okay.
So this is like the probably one of the most powerful storylines that the WWE has created, probably in quite some time. So this is like 2 years of storytelling, the whole bloodline thing, but the Sami Zayn versus Usos thing has been building for the last year and a half, and so this was like the culmination of all that. So it was like, this is probably the most engaged fight, the whole fan base, because everybody's trying to wonder what's going to happen during this fight. The fact that it headlined a pay-per-view, like that was a huge thing. Never in history has tag teams headlined at a pay-per-view. So that was something that happened. People didn't know. So the Usos had been champions for over 600 days. They had never lost their titles. So it was like, that was a thing. And, it was a really like you said, storytelling. And, I think most people knew that they were going to drop the titles, but the way that they did it was pretty epic.
Suneil had a hard time, yo.
Yeah, how sad.
He was up in there. They hit the finishing move, and then when they kick out, he's like, I know they're about to lose their title. I'm going home, son. I'm going home, son. But you know what? Ain't no way for you to leave, bro. There's 80,000 people in front of you. You're not going anywhere.
Right.
Yeah.
But it was a beautiful event. One thing to take away, the mat is mic'd.
Yeah.
Huh?
So you could hear the punches being thrown
cool.
in the lobby.
Wow.
Yeah. Anytime they even just like jump, like they stretching, you can hear it.
Yeah.
Whoa.
It's like, and you're like across the street buying drugs. And you're just like, oh, what's going on?
Yo, did you just throw shade at Englewood now, too?
Oh, no.
Oh shit.
Why you gotta be?
No, he knew.
Why you gotta
He
be?
knew.
Like, of all the things to think about across the street from the
Way to go,
stadium,
bro.
it's like, buying drugs. Like, yo,
Damn.
I got friends that live across the street from
Are they
somebody.
drug dealers?
No.
Damn.
look at the shade. Wow.
All right, so that was WrestleMania Day 1. On to the next.
Nice. Well, I'm glad y'all have fun. You got another night tonight.
Yeah, we're going back
There
tonight.
you go.
It's a vibe, man. Like as a person who doesn't really be watching like that, I don't really know the stories. I just know some of the chants, and it's cool. Like it's cool to just see people together, like having a good time.
Yeah.
Weirdos, freaks,
Yeah.
normal people, hot chicks,
Gangsters,
like people with tattoos on their face. Like every type of human being is there. Celebrities. We saw a couple of names.
And
and
tonight will
stuff.
be even bigger with the celebrities because there's not as many fights booked on this, so there's gonna be a lot of surprises. Your boy Randy Orton might be on this one. Yeah, The Rock might come out on this one. They'll have a lot of surprises tonight.
Yeah, that's what I need to see.
There you go.
If I could see The Rock, that'd be like to see The Rock and John Cena, or maybe Stone Cold.
And for us, we're gonna be up
Undertaker
with the people in this one. So like yesterday, we were with the the people that were like the hardcore fans or like wealthy people, right? Because we were down on the floor. Now we about to be with the people that are just like, I just want to go. What's saucy? The cheapest ticket? We ain't getting. You ain't never been saucy. What are you talking about?
I had 3 drinks.
2.5.
You just got a pregame.
One of them, you can't count the drink that was on your lap. That's not how it gets consumed.
It was still on my body.
Fair enough.
It's not alcohol. It's not saucy by osmosis.
Yeah.
Thanks for listening. If you like what you saw, please make sure to subscribe to us on Instagram at MOI Podcast. And please check us out on our YouTube channel by searching Men on the Internet Network.